Hey there, welcome to round 3 of Convicted. So I went to upload this last video and I noticed two things that was in my Convicted playlist. The first one is I only made it like maybe 3-4 videos in and I lost. I was like, oh my gosh, I lost in my playthrough. And so I need to redeem myself by showing that this game's beatable. And then the second thing is that there was some freaking song. Somebody else's video was in my playlist. I don't know how that kind of stuff shows up in my playlist. Somehow or another, I drug it in there. But it's a song I would never listen to. Like, it was garbage. That's just one of those mysteries of life I'll never know the answer to. But anyways, I got rid of it. I removed it from the playlist, and we're good to go there. Now, there is one set of content that I have on my channel that is not made by me, and it's the Battlefield series that was done by like the BBC. So they cover things like the Battle of Midway, the invasion of Normandy. They cover a lot of the major battles, and most of them are World War II. They're amazing videos. I do have those on my channel. They obviously weren't made by me, but I link them to my channel because most of the games and most of my subscribers, of course, are historical war gamers. And I just really thought you guys would appreciate having those linked and, enjoy. There's also another series, this guy who does the Battle of Midway, and he does it from the U.S. perspective in a chronological timeline where he only reveals to you what the U.S. knew at that moment, which is amazing. And then he does the same thing, but now from the Japanese perspective and only what the Japanese knew at that moment. And it gives you an appreciation of like the battlefield decisions that were made and why Japan lost 4 carriers, and it didn't seem like that was necessarily going to happen, et cetera, et cetera. Really cool, but let's jump into the game. All right, so we move on, and we're now into round 3, so that means the smuggler is first. And the smuggler will do what the smuggler does, and he's the Hamburglar. He's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 1, of course, is he's going to get his cauldron. And the smuggler's on the east side, so we'll put a cauldron on the east side over here. And this is where the decision making gets a little tricky. And I never know what the most efficient thing to do is. Like, there's a part of me that wants to hire more archers. Well, I know for a fact I want to hire more archers. Every tower can hold 3 archers. I want 3 archers in every tower. It's that simple of a question or answer. But, can I just let the deserter, keep hiring more archers with his bonus and maybe focus on some other, because it's going to take us a few rounds before we can, get some upgrades going. We still need to get another library going. We need to get, we haven't even built the mage tower or the cleric tower. There's a lot of stuff we can still do. And I only have 1 action left. The archer is a good idea because archers save us. That is true. I would like to get another level of library going so we can get more technology. Because usually when you're at this position where you got 1 action left and you're not sure what to do, you research something. So if I want to get library going, I can gather more resources so I can give them all to the pickpocket. But you know what I'm going to do? I am going to stick with my guns. I'm going to get another archer. So let's do that. And his particular tower is this one. So we'll get another archer for him. And he's going to give all 4 of his wood to the pickpocket. Pickpocket is just going to accumulate all the resources and basically be the person who builds the buildings. The thing that stinks is the pickpocket has the front gate as her responsibility. So, we need to spend actions to keep those gates up. And that's unfortunate. But all right, now we'll get to the deserter. The deserter is going to spend 1 wood to get 2 archers, because that's how the deserter rolls. And we're going to put 1 here, and then 1 to help the pickpocket. So basically, the deserter is going to be recruiting everything the pickpocket should be recruiting. We're going to have to spend 1 to get 2 wood, because he's out of resources. And then the last one to get a cauldron. And I might as well get all these cauldrons out. There's no reason to hold back here. And this one goes there. Then I got 1 more. I'm just going to put him on the keep for now, but this is the one that's going to go in the front gate. And oh, I got 2 more actually. The west Counterfeiter still needs to get 1 too. Okay. All right. So now we move to the pickpocket. I want to build a library level 2. So let's see if I could do that. I don't know if I have enough resources, but we're going to find out. Library level 2 is 5 wood and 2 brick. So I have exactly 5 wood and 3 brick. So I'm actually going to spend the 2 brick and then only 4 of the wood. And we will build the level 2 library. And then I'm going to spend an action to get the cauldron up. And then I have 1 action left, and I'll probably use that to research. But let's get the level 2 library. So it looks like this. And we can put them like right over top, or we can just take the old one away and just replace it with the new. I like the idea of taking the old one away. All right, so this is how we're shaping up. The bottom 3 buildings are being neglected. I tend to do that. I apologize if you want to see how the mage tower and stuff works. I don't find them to be that powerful, that they're like a precedence over just having your base defenses in place. Like, to me, that cauldron is more important at the moment. Although I will tell you that the mage tower, like its early level spell, here we can show you here. The chapel first level spell is protection, which what that does is that protects the I have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure what it does is it protects your wall from taking damage, which isn't, you know, that important. Rather than guessing, I will look it up. Protection. Saves 1 selected ranger. Oh, never mind. It's really good, actually. This one prevents 1 of your units from dying. That's actually really good. The barrier is the one that, what it does is it raises the value of 1 of your walls by +1. So you can make, you know, a 1 look like a 2 for battle purposes. And then fusion will repair a wall. It puts 3 endurance points on a fortification. And so basically, if your wall ever took damage, fusion will repair a wall. And this is one of the only spells that works. It's used on step 11 of the siege phase, which that would be right after you assign defenders to the groups, combat groups. Okay, Aura provides full damage protection for a wall for 1 round. So basically, a particular wall section can't take any damage for 1 round. And then Resurrection, you can save all ranged and melee units on a selected fortification from death. It's only used once in a battle. But yeah. And then the Mage Tower, a Hell of Stones, which, believe it or not, that's your boulders. So you know how we have boulders? This is another set of boulders. So you get to pick, you know, one of the walls and basically get to throw boulders twice. Blindness is you can take one of the combat groups and they don't participate in one round of combat. So, and I'm talking about like when you do melee. So it's possible that there's so many defenders coming that they actually have 2 combat groups and you only have 1 to defend. So you have to either split up your troops into 2 combat groups, which is going to be awful, or you're going to let one through. Well, you could blind one of the combat groups, so that way all of your troops can just focus on the other ones, and then hopefully you'll kill all those, and then when the next round comes, you can just move your combat group over and take out the other one. So it helps out with melee. Paralysis. It can be used against enemy units. The targets are immediately removed from the board. So it's like killing. You get to kill 2 units. It's only possible during setup, and you can't use it against siege engines and bosses. But you basically get to kill 2 units, which that could be dragons or high-level units. So these aren't chump change, right? I mean, you're probably hearing some pretty good stuff with these. Magic Fire can be used against any enemy siege engine, and basically you get to destroy a siege engine. And remember, if you pick the sorcerer guy, you can pick level 1, 2, or 3 spells and use them as your special ability. So this kills 2 guys, right? Paralysis. Well, then your mage, if you pick the sorcerer, you would be able to kill 2 more. That's not a bad, like if I had to pick a 5th character, that sorcerer guy probably would be it, because he could cast this paralysis twice, and then you can kill 4 dragons, and that's not that's not bad. Then Earthquake. It destroys 1/2 of the invader's units from a combat group. So it's not all the units. It's when you form your combat groups, you could kill 1/2 of one of the combat groups based on hit points. And that can actually be very, very helpful when they are scaling the wall. And again, so there's 2 spells that help you when they're scaling the wall. So the way I play is I like to get the archers in place and we kill them before they even get to the wall. The alternative is you have to get that mage tower up fast, and then you can use those spells to help you. And remember, some of these are level 5 spells. You don't get that until near the end of the game. So, but the Hell of Stones in the beginning is pretty good. So anyways, back to the regular scheduled programming. We unlocked, like I said, level 2, and we already talked about this. This would let us get crossbowmen and swordsmen, right? And you can see that here. You have level 3. So level 3 barracks can let you get both of these types of units. But here's the thing. After the invention of chainmail, it's possible to build a 3rd level of the barracks. Okay? Possible. But you need chainmail and crossbow. After the invention of the crossbow, it's possible to build a 3rd level of barracks. So you need both of these to be able to build the 3rd level of barracks, not just one. Okay, so chainmail and crossbow both have to be researched. Then and only then can you build the 3rd level of barracks. And then you can hire the swordsmen, which are the phallic ones, and the crossbows, which are superior to the archers in every way. Okay, then you got catapults, which will let you build the 3rd level of the workshop. Mining will let us get iron. Construction will let us build stone walls and towers, which are level 2. And then the keep, level 2. And then you need this, actually, as well, because you can't build the workshop, the barracks, or anything level 3 unless you have construction. So you need both of these researched and this before you can build a workshop level 3. In fact, you need this before you can build anything level 3. And then Beasts of Burden is what we're going to do. For the last action, we're going to research this. And what this is this unlocks Beast of Burden. And I'll show you in a second. Let's get rid of this. So what Beast of Burden did for us is we immediately use this chart now. So now when I do resource gathering, I get 3 wood instead of 2. I get 2 brick instead of 1, 2 iron instead of 1, and then of course 1 gold. Doesn't change. Okay? So we now use this for our resource gathering. That was huge. I mean, out of all the stuff here, That's the most immediate bang for the buck. Now, we got a lot of research, right? These are a lot of action points we have to spend, right, to be able to get these. So that's the part that, we gotta, we're gonna have to, figure out like when's the right time to spend our action points to do that. So, okay, I'm gonna pause. I want to look up one more thing, and then we will go to the next player. All right, I'm back. Okay, so next up is the Counterfeiter. That's actually the last one. So we have 3 actions left. Counterfeiter will go ahead and do a, let's do a gather resources, and we'll get 3 wood instead of 2 this time, right? Because we have the Beast of Burden. And then we have to build that tower, and then we're going to build an archer. So he's not going to get to do that many exciting things, but we'll at least do that. So I'm going to put this down and get the tower here. And another archer. And now our walls are complete all the way around. So very happy about that. So now the big dilemma is do we want to convert wood into brick? And I think, yes, we do. You always want the better resource if you can. So we haven't needed that many brick yet, but we will. And so that's the reason why I'm just sort of hoarding up the bricks. And then when we get iron, he'll start hoarding the iron. That's just sort of what you do with the Counterfeiter. Okay, out of actions again. So it's peanut butter battle time. And here we go. Way-yo. And I rolled oh, look at that. It's blank. Isn't that funny? I'm going to go venture a guess that that's a 2. No. 3. That's a 1, 2, 3. So it's whatever's on top, right? So there's a 2. Oh, it's a 2. So yeah, it's a 2. And then, because that's a 3. I'm so sorry. I never studied a D4 all that much before. Yeah, it's a 2 that we rolled. I never noticed that one of the sides is completely missing. Okay, so a 2 is that's the forestmen again. So the forestmen stink. Okay, so when I plug the charger in, I'm using broadcasting mode for the camera, so I no longer have any cables. So you can see there's my computer with the cable coming out of it, and the problem is I plugged in the cable because I needed to charge this camera, but in doing so, it screwed up the broadcasting mode, so the camera went dead. So I'm just testing it, making sure that it's working, and it seems like it is. So I really hope I didn't screw up this video. I'm only going to do round 3, and then we're going to call it, because my battery's going dead. I need to get it charged, and what I need to do is have a charging power source that is not the same computer that has the software that I'm using. Because what happens is I'm connecting a USB cable from the computer, and the computer's getting confused because I'm using the broadcast mode for the camera, and then the cable causes the camera to think it needs to use the cable instead. So I hope that made some sense, and even if it doesn't, just trust me on it. Okay, So we said it was going to be the forestman. Let's jump in. What's our rewards going to be with the forestman? We have round 3. It's going to be 4 wood. So everybody's going to at least get 1 wood this time. And again, that's the same across the board. So we're not getting any differences. Oh, it's actually the Wolfman that stink. Never mind. Yeah, so we're round 3. We got the forestmen coming out, and the forestmen are here. And so here you can see we're going to get archers now. So we're going to get 2-1 for the archer, and then 6-4 for the heavy footman, and nothing else. So it's starting to ramp up, folks. This is when you can actually start feeling the heat. So let's roll for the mad. I rolled a 3, by the way, which should be south. So, okay, so they're going to come to the south, and we said it was, archers were 2-1, and then 6-4 heavy footmen. So there's 2, and then 1-1-1, and 6-4. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 4, 4, and 4. Okay. Remember how I told you I don't like using the miniatures for the enemies? Are you starting to get the gist? It expands fast. So this is the main attack direction, which has all the extra units. And then every other direction is going to get this. And so when you're really lazy, you can create your own little, okay, this is north, that's south, this is east, this is west. But at least for now, I'll put them on the different sides of the board. I almost thought about like making a little battle board so I can just have all my resources on this tiny little board so I don't have to keep moving them on the board. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so phases don't change, just the enemies do. Okay, here we go. Defenders, ranged units, attack. So now we have some choices. We have 2 archers in each corner, and they can only shoot one. They can shoot either direction, but they have to pick which direction they're going to do. So what I could do is I could just simply say, hey, I'm going to have just 2 go in each direction, right? So these 2 on the bottom will go this way. Then 2 on that side will go that way. And then 2 up there will go north. And then 2 over here will go that way. And if you think about it, it does all work out. You could just have this tower go south, that tower go that way, that tower go, etc. That strategy works. The other way you could look at it is, hey, this is the larger group of units, so maybe we should have all 4 of the south side shoot, and then we'll just have to have 1 shoot on those 2 sides, and then we can have like a second one shoot somewhere else or something. That's another way to look at it. But let's check our hit points real quick. And the big thing is we need to kill their archers, because after our archers go, their archers go. So the bigger threat is their archers. And so you can see here, their archers have a damage of 2. So that means they can overcome those walls pretty easily, and they're going to kill whatever they hit. So that's a big concern. They only have 1 hit point though, and the heavy footmen only have 1 hit point. So they're pretty wimpy, but lots of damage, okay? That's the key thing. Their archers are public enemy number 1. So when you look at the situation, having just 2 attack to the south is all we needed. So we're going to kill these 2. And then we're going to have 1, 1, and 1. Right? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 deaths. Okay, we have 8 archers. So we have 3 left over. So what do we want to do with the 3 left over? Well, I think I like the idea of having the 4 attack south. So we killed 2, so we're going to just kill 2 more. So 4 archers attack south. 1 of these archers attack there to kill that archer. 1 of these archers attack there to kill that archer. We have 2 archers left, so we're just going to kill 2 up by the gate. That's how we're going to roll. All right. So then we go to siege machines. We still skip step 3 and 4. Now we're going to go to maneuver. So everybody's going to move up. These 2 move up. And then these 4. Okay. So that's what it looks like. And then we go through another round of archers. So if I have the archers from the south go, I'm going to kill all 4 again, and I don't need to do that. So I'm going to do 2 in each direction. And I don't even need to do that. So we're going to do 2 in this direction for sure, 2 in the west direction, and 2 in the east, and just 1 in the north. I'll explain why in a second. That leaves us with 1 left over, so we can kill 1 somewhere else. So I'm going to go ahead and do the east. Okay, so why did I only do 1 up north? Well, there's only 2 there. And, oh, I forgot to put the hold on. I never built the cauldron with this guy, did I? This is the one we're going to kill, is this guy. So I'm going to put that back over on the east. All right, so here's the deal. The boulders are going to kill at least 1 guy. The cauldron kills at least 1 guy. And it actually you get to roll twice with the cauldron. It's going to kill 2 guys. So these 2 combined, even if I roll 1s for them, this one, if I roll 1, he's going to kill 1 guy. If this one, I get to roll 2 dice, because it's D3 times 2, right? Cauldron, D3 times 2. So if I roll 2 1s, then I'm going to kill 2 guys. So at bare minimum, these guys are killing 3. And this one doesn't have a cauldron, so he's only going to kill 1. That's why I switched. And then up north, they have a cauldron and a... So I didn't even need to kill the one I did kill up there. And you can see, there's only 2. I don't even need to roll anymore. Everybody's going to get killed from the stones and cauldrons. So the key to winning that was taking out their archers. So we win, and we get 4 wood. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 as our reward. And we now move to round 4. All right. So I'm at 28 minutes. I got to figure out how I'm going to charge this thing, so give me 1 second. Okay, mission accomplished. All right, I am now charging, and the computer is no longer confused. I just basically had to move my cable to an outlet, and problem solved. Okay, so we are now starting round 4. So one of the things that I paused to look up is, as you can see there, every 5th round we get a boss starting on round 10. I just wanted to make sure, because on those rounds you get 6 extra actions, which are cool. They actually really help you to get those 6 extra actions. I was looking up to see, does that also happen on round 5? Do you still get the 6 extra actions even though there's no actual boss? And the answer is no. So you don't get the 6 extra actions until round 10. Okay, so with that being said, round 4 moves us to the deserter first, and off we go. All right, so our situation is we have everything we need. I still want to get 1 more archer in all of those 4 corners, and You know, could we get a level 3 barracks? Sure, but remember we said you needed to like research 4 things before that was even possible. So I'm thinking that for this round, I'm not interested in upgrading buildings. I mean, if anything, it'd be nice to get the mage or the cleric one up. The deserter's primary goal is to always hire. So we're gonna go ahead and hire an archer and get 2. And so again, he will beef up his own tower and he will always help the pickpocket because she's going to be busy building new buildings. I still have 2 actions left. And so I could continue to hire the archers. Or my thought is to maybe get some of this technology out of the way because we do need to research a bunch of stuff. If I wanted to build like a mage tower, it is 2 brick. That's the thing. So the mage tower is 2 brick to build. The chapel is 1 wood and 1 brick. So this is where the brick starts to come in. I mean, they hammer you early with that. Or I can just, you know, like I said, get some research out of the way because it does need to get done. I can hire 1 more archer because I have a wood. I don't know if I need to. You know what? I'm going to just do 2 research. So I'm going to get mining so we can now have iron and construction. So I'm going to go ahead and research both of those. They need to be done, so we'll call it a day. So now we go to the pickpocket, who has hardly any resources to work with. And I'm going to build a sorcerer's tower and a mage tower. So the sorcerer's tower costs 2 brick, so we're only going to spend 1 because that's a special ability. The cleric's thing costs 1 wood and 1 brick, so we're just going to spend 1 wood. See how crafty that pickpocket is? So we just built 2 buildings. And then I have 1 action left, and I think I'm going to go ahead and grab some wood. Don't think there's much more I can do. I could have researched, but I'm going to grab wood because the pickpocket, as you can see, is very handy at getting those buildings up cheap. And so wood is a nice thing to have, so therefore I can use the pickpocket ability to not have to spend the brick or whatever. And we just got ourselves 2 sets of spells. So we have that and that. Now I do need to get this keep up, which requires me to, actually I researched construction, so we can now build that keep. Level 2 keep is going to be 1 wood, 2 brick, and 1 iron. So it's not cheap, but the pickpocket can do it. All right, and then we have the spells. Remember we took the time to look it up. I'm going to pause this because I need to grab the spell tokens and don't need you to wait for me to dig that up. Okay, so what we have is this, which actually, it's just an arrow, but see how it has a shield on it? It's going to protect somebody from dying. And then this is the extra boulders. So the mage guild can do boulders somewhere. So if we have a situation where a whole bunch of people are like the beasts are all rushing one direction, those boulders can really come in handy to save us because we're going to get to kill some extra units in one particular direction. Okay, so pickpocket's done. I thought that was pretty productive. We built 2 buildings for cheap. And now we go to the counterfeiter. And 1 action is we're going to get 3 wood. Another action is we're going to spend 1 of those wood to get that cauldron in place. I totally forgot to build that last time. And then the next thing is we can start building some walls. Remember, we researched level 2 walls, level 2 everything. That costs 2 wood to do, though. We also have iron in place. And we also have technology we can research. There's a lot of stuff to do. The pickpocket will convert the 3 wood into 3 iron, for sure. You never have too many iron. And he's actually going to give that iron to the deserter, of all things. Because the deserter is going to need it to start recruiting the higher level units. And iron is definitely needed. But what's he going to do? Like, we could have recruited another archer. But I said, let's not do that. I think we're going to just research more stuff. So in order to get the next level units out, we're going to research crossbow. And we still need to get chainmail before we can build the level 3 barracks. But we're getting there. And of course he has to hold onto the bricks because he gave away the iron. But for now that is good. And 3 iron to the deserter will last him a while. And then last but not least is a smuggler. And the smuggler, remember, gets to pull in double. Like, he could choose to get iron and pull in double the iron. But what he's going to do is he's going to get the wood. And he gets 1, 2, 3. And 3 more, all for 1 action. So you can see where the special abilities are really starting to work well. The wood is going to be very necessary to build all these walls that we want to build. Because if we want to get a level 2 wall, all that stuff, that's a big deal. The level 2 keep, like I said, is 1 iron, 2 brick, and it's just 1 wood though. I need to get brick to the pickpocket, but the pickpocket already went this turn, so I can't build the keep because I could basically, I'd have to do resource to get the brick and the iron necessary to build the keep, so can't do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just finish off the research. So we had 2 things of research left. Chainmail and catapult. So now we made it so we can get the level 3 workshop and the level 3 barracks. And yes, that doesn't help us this round, but we are poised now in next round that we can get anything we want. And then by grabbing all this wood, we do need, if you're going to build walls, you need 2, right? For each wall and tower. So if everybody's responsible for 1 wall and 1 tower, you need at least 4 wood each to build your wall and your tower that you're responsible for. So he could start, giving it out to the other people so they can have enough. And I think what he's going to do is we're going to give 5 of the wood to the pickpocket. And the reasoning is the pickpocket still needs a lot of wood to do everything she needs to do, to build a building, to do whatever. So we'll do that for now. I don't know if that's a smart thing, but I don't want to waste the ability to give away resources. And the smuggler is going to be able to get 6 more wood next round, with his special ability. So he'll get plenty of wood for himself, and he kept 2 of them just for that purpose. Okay, so we're at the end. Let's roll. This time it's a 3. We're getting the Wolfman. And the Wolfman, we're on round 4. So you can see it's 4 wood, 1 brick, all the way across. So trust me, it doesn't stay the same, even though these early rounds are staying the same. So 4 wood and 1 brick are up for grabs. I like to put them out so I can see. Well, that, and it spares me from having to look it up again. because I have short-term memory. 4 wood and 1 brick are going to come up for grabs. That brick, by the way, is going to end up going to the deserter. Or no, they get to pick. It's in player order. So we can make sure the pickpocket gets that brick or somebody else who needs it. Okay, back to regularly scheduled programming here. What did I do with my sheet? Oh, here it is. So we got a new group. It's the Wolfmen. The Wolfmen always attack the weakest side. That's their main attack direction. And we do have a weakest side. It's going to be east or west. North and south both have 3 barracks, or three guys, swordsmen, or spearmen. The east has 3 archers and then 2. I'm sorry, the west. The east also has 3 archers and 2 spearmen, 2 spearmen. So the west and the east are equal. The north and south have slightly stronger defenses. So we're just going to basically roll even, odd. I rolled odd, so they're going to come from the east. Okay? All right, so what else do the Wolfmen have that's different? So they have all kinds of abilities that come with their boss, but we don't have to worry about that. And then their werewolf, if it dies, all units on the wall lose 1 strength. Because basically the werewolf, infects them. So there's no special abilities we have to worry about, because I don't think in round 4 we're going to get a werewolf, and we definitely don't get a boss. So round 4 for the Wolfmen is going to be here. And you can see that it's the Javelin throwers, 4/2. And then the Spearmen, 7/5. And we do get a werewolf. We get 1 in the main attack direction. Oh, interesting. So, 1 werewolf. And we said it was 4/2. So 4 and 2, 2 and 2, and then 7/5. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of these. We'll go in here. Now, one thing that you could start doing is something like this. So for example, rather than having them all on the board and then you have to try to pick them all up, they're in here, so now I can just, dump them. And then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these I don't need the thing for. Okay, so it's ramping up, folks, rather quickly. And this is going to be a worrisome round because we didn't really add many archers to this. And in doing so, we didn't really make our defenses that much stronger. But I still think, part of me was like, I think we're strong enough that, and I spent basically the whole round getting the infrastructure in place so we can start growing again. You got to do it eventually. You got to stop and do the research eventually. Okay, let's look up our enemies. Make sure we don't have any surprises. So the Javelin throwers only have a strength of 1 in their attack. So we're a little better, but they'll still kill us. All of our guys only have a strength of 1. The Spearmen have a strength of 2 up front, but everybody only has 1 hit point. The Werewolf, however, has a strength of 5 and 3 hit points. So super, super tough, the Werewolf, and they are right there. So we start off with our archers again. This time we have 3 here, and 2 over there, and then 3 up there, and 2 over there. So we need to kill the Javelin archers. So there's 2 here, right? So let's say I kill these with these 2 guys right here. And then I want to kill these two with my third guy, and then one of those. And then I'm going to use one of these and one of those to kill two. That lets me have both of these in this corner and two of those in that corner. So I have 4 guys to kill 1, 2, 3, 4 archers. I had just enough. And no, I had no idea that I was even going to be, so we planned it perfectly. It looks like I had a plan all along. If I wouldn't have added those 2 extra archers, we would not have been able to do this. But so we did that, and now we're not going to lose anybody to their archers, because their archers go now, and oh, they're all dead. So too bad, too sad. And now siege engines happen, but there aren't any. So everybody's moving in. This is where the moat and stuff would be nice, but what actions would I have spent to build the moat instead of something else? You know what I mean? That's the part where this game gets tough. And I think, you could spend actions on the moat, but then you're selling yourself short. So we get another round of archers. So everybody only has 1 hit point, so that part's good. So I think I'm going to do the same as I did before. I'm going to just do 2 down here, because these are a minimum of 3. And so these 3 are going to die, right? Same logic as last time. We don't have to resolve it. 2, and then 3 die. 2, and then 3 die. Right? There's nothing to resolve. And then I have, again, 4 over here. So what I can do is I can kill, well, that one has, how many hit points? 3. So I can kill him with 3 hit points and then just 1 more. Right? So I had to combine my archer's strength to kill 1 of these, and then my last archer can just kill 1 more. So that's what I'll do. So we did 3-1. Okay, so remember, everywhere else it was auto kill because the cauldron and the boulders are going to automatically kill whatever. So we're going to do the boulders. It's a 2, so I'm going to kill 2 units. The cauldron is a 1 and a 1, which is 2 units. Then we have this mage guild, which has its own set of boulders. And that's a 1, and we killed 1 more. So now it's just a exercise of 1 guy against 2, right? But there's a wall strength of 1. So that's 2, 3, that's 4 strength against him, which is 2 strength. So 4 versus 2. Actually, if he got 3 more, that would be 5, and we got 1 more, that'd be 5. So it is possible he could tie us so he takes no damage. And he did. He got 3, and we got 1. So 2, 3, 4, plus 1 is 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a tie. So nobody dies on either side. And then they do a morale check, and it doesn't matter. Well, actually it does. Let's do the morale check. So I rolled a 5, and what's their morale? They have a morale of 4. So we actually rolled higher than the morale, so this guy would have run away. But even if he didn't run away, he's not ever going to kill us. We would just keep rolling and rolling and rolling until eventually we outrolled them. So in this case, I rolled a 2 and he rolled a 3. So this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 2, 3, 4, 5. My 6 beats his 5. We kill it. No matter what, we were winning. And that's the way you play it, right? You want the math to work out just right. And even if he would have somehow hit us, we had this spell that would have canceled a hit and kept one of our guys alive. So this little boulder spell paid off for us. And again, that was something we did that last round. It helped. So we win. And like I said, we got these spoils. And the deserter is going to go ahead and take a wood. He doesn't need the brick as much. The pickpocket will take the brick. And then, of course, everybody else gets one, and then the deserter gets a second wood, which was very helpful. All right, so we finished another round. We're at 50 minutes. Let's keep going. We are now on round 5. Okay, so first player marker goes up. Pickpocket is first. We want to build that workshop. We want to get the next level troops out. We want to get our keep out. There's all kinds of stuff we want to do. But the next level workshop, so no, this is workshop. Level 3 would be 2, 2, and 2. That's for so we can get catapults. But we don't even have a place to put catapults yet. So that's going to be on hold. What I need is the barracks, level 3. 5 wood, 2 brick, 1 iron. And I'm short on brick and iron at the moment. So what the counterfeiter is going to do, counterfeiter is going to give him some brick. Everything he has. So pickpocket has plenty of stuff. Counterfeiter, of course, can't trade anymore this round, but that's fine. And remember, you can always trade outside of your turn. Just once per round, that's it. Okay, so pickpocket is going to build that barracks. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wood. And then we said it was 2 brick. Yes, 2 brick. And then the iron will be free because of the pickpocket ability. So we're going to go ahead and get a level 3 barracks going. And you know what? I decided I'm just going to put one on top of the other just because I don't want to fuss around with where to put these. I have a specific way of putting away the game, and I don't want to do that while I'm recording. Okay, so level 3 barracks is out. So what does that mean? That means we can get a swordsman for 1 wood and 1 iron, and a crossbowman for 1 wood and 1 iron. So you see, the iron's very important. That's why we gave it to the deserter. And it's a wood and an iron for each. No bricks on this. So the bricks are going to be for the walls and stuff, which it's coming. All right, so pickpocket still has 2 actions left. Remember, pickpocket's responsible for the upper wall. So we're going to go ahead and spend 2 wood to upgrade the north wall. So the north wall is now going to be a nice wooden wall. So we go from a palisade wall to a wooden one. And there's no real easy to do this with all the stuff that you have on there. So you sort of slide one out of the way, get the other one in. This 1 becomes a 2. And then of course I have to go fetch new tokens once we go to 3. And everything comes with it. The boulder, the cauldron, everything else goes with it just fine. And boom, we have a level 2. And you can see here you can now control 6. The pickpocket now is out of resources for stuff. So we spent the second action to build that wall. I have 1 wood and 2 brick. So like what else can I do? I mean, obviously I can just get resources. That's one thing. I don't want to build any of these lower level troops anymore. It's just not productive. I want to build the better stuff if I can. I can look here, like 1 wood and 2 brick, I can get a level 2 chapel and have the barrier spell, because I can ignore the iron. Or here, I can get 2 brick so I can build actually another building. So why don't I do that? I mean, I don't need these things, but it'd be nice, right? So barrier or fusion, or barrier or blindness. So blindness helps us when they're attacking the wall. And that barrier spell is, what again? I can increase the endurance of a wall or something by 1, which also helps us in melee combat. So both of these would help in melee. Doesn't matter which one I do. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do, some of them are immune to blindness. Let's do the, we'll do the Sorcerer's Tower, because I don't want to spend the wood. So we'll spend the 2 brick, and then the iron's free. And we're going to go ahead and get the level 2 Mage Tower up. All right, so now with the level 2 tower, I keep changing my mind on what I want to do here. So we have that, and now we get the blindness spell. And they use symbology for everything, but the blindness spell is this, and it looks like that. So we get to blind a group of enemies. So any enemies that are attacking a wall have to wait around before they actually really attack. So we delay them by another round. That may not sound great, but when you start to get overwhelmed, it's really good. And I know one set of enemies are immune to blind, and I'm hoping it's not the beasts, because the beasts are the one time where blind would actually be very helpful. Let me look real quick. Yep, beasts are immune to blind. Yeah, not surprised. Okay, so I'm happy with that. We got our mage tower up to level 2 now. Another thing we could have done was start building the moat, but again, too many actions. Okay, Counterfeiter. Step 1, we're going to get 3 wood. And I'm not even going to bother getting the 3 wood. It's going to turn into 3 iron. Step 2, I'm going to get 3 more wood. And step 3, we're going to build something. We're going to build a wall. So we're going to get a level 2 for his wall. You know what? I could have built a troop. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. 1 wood and 1 iron. And we're going to get ourselves one of these crossbow people and put that in his tower. So that tower is going to hold 3, right? 3 archers. So there you go. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. I wanted to build the keep. I need 1 wood, 2 brick, and 1 iron to build that keep. I wasn't very smart. But I do like the move, and turn is over. So now we go to the Smuggler, and I got to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab two iron. So I'm gonna double the amount of iron I can grab. Well, actually, I get 4. 2 is normal, and then he gets to double it to 4. And then I have to get some brick. And the brick is going to be 2. And then I'm going to build the keep. So by building the keep, that cost me 1 wood, 2 brick, and 1 iron. And the only good news with this situation is I can start hiring some archers next round. I'm not super thrilled that I forgot to build this keep. Like I went and built the mage tower instead. This keep is so critically important. And if you don't know why, you will soon find out. But we got one now. And so you can see here, he has a capacity of 4. And what we're going to start doing is as we buy these blue crossbowmen, these yellow archers are going to start falling back and they're going to shoot from the keep. And they're still going to be valuable because the keep gives them a +1 to their attack. So these archers normally only do 1 damage, and now they're going to do 2 damage when they're back here. So they actually do more damage from there. So, okay. Their turn's over. Now we go to the deserter. Action 1. We're going to get a crossbow and then get 1 for free. So I got 2. Action 2 and action 3 is I'm going to get 4 troops, all crossbow. And that was a brilliant move in my opinion. First step, crossbow for his tower. This tower can only hold 3, so one of them has to fall back. Next one, crossbow for this tower. Crossbow for this tower. One of them has to fall back. Then we got another crossbow, which we're going to go ahead and continue to put here and drop another one back. So now we got 3 archers that had to drop back. The corner towers are full 3 each. And then we have the 3 archers that had to drop back like that. Eventually, we're going to have to just, disband archers. And you get no resources back, by the way, when you disband them. So that's the reason why you don't want to go bunkers, buying too many of the low-level stuff. But, heck, you can start putting those yellow archers on the walls. So there's no reason to disband them because these walls, this wall can hold 4, that wall up there can hold 6. And right now it only has 3. So plenty of room for archers to just help out. And an archer on a wall is the same as a spearman on a wall. The spearmen have 2 strength if they're in the front of a group, but they only provide 1 strength if they're in support. That's the same as an archer. So that's the thing to bear in mind. If an archer is on the wall, though, they don't shoot during the archery phase. That's one thing to understand. Only the archers that are in the corners do the ranged weapon phase. If they're on the wall, they're not there to shoot range attack. Okay. Otherwise, you would just buy nothing but archers and never have spearmen ever. Because you would just be shooting everything before it even arrives. All right. Done with the actions. Let's roll our D4. I rolled a 3, so it's the Wolfman again. And what lucky prizes do we have coming up now, Alex? Well, we have 3 is the Wolfman. Round 5, it's going to be 5 and 2. So 5 wood and 2 brick. Not 3, 2. All right, so that's for the Wolfman this round. And yes, you do have to get the resources right away. Because like I said, if you don't win, you lose the game. So you have to assume you're winning. Otherwise, there's no point. Okay, so the Wolfman again, round 5 is going to be 5, 2, 8, 5, and 2. So 5, 2, 2, and 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2 of these. So the main attack direction is going to be 5, which should be the south. No, I'm sorry, east. I keep getting that wrong. So main attack direction is here. And then we have 2, and 5, 2, and 5. I don't need this. Okay. Having fun yet? We're definitely getting crunched. All right, so the Wolfman, the Wolfman attacked the weakest wall. So I need to rethink this. The weakest wall is definitely not over there because we have 2 crossbowmen on that side. 3 actually. So the weakest wall is actually this side. So this stack, switching places. I can't believe I picked all those up cleanly. Okay, so is it really just 2 and 5? Yeah, it is. So 2 and 5. The attacking side is the one that has a lot. Yep. It has 5, 8, and 2. All right. Okay, here we go. You do start to memorize it, but remember, it's we're going to do range, then they're going to do range. Then we skip the siege because there's still no siege engines. And then everybody's going to move forward. Then we're going to do range attack again, regroup our defenders, and then their range units attack again, which we've been skipping because I've been intentionally killing their range units. Now remember, these guys do 2 damage now with their shots. They kill 2 hit points, not just 1. And you can see that here. The crossbowmen do 2 damage. They also have 2 health, the crossbowmen, so they take a lot longer to get killed too. So they're just awesome all around. Okay, the archers only do 1, but the archers that are in the keep do 2 because they get a +1 because they're in the keep. And then remember the final rule is that 1 archer can only kill 1 person. So even though I'm doing 2 damage with an archer, I can't just say I'm going to kill 2 units, even though those units only have 1 hit point each. It doesn't work that way. And so we're looking at the Wolfman again. The throwers have 1, the spearmen have just 1, right? And then the werewolf has 3. So I may want to take advantage of the fact that I'm doing 2 damage with some of my units. And no matter what, we have to take out the javelin throwers because even at 1 damage, they will kill us because these walls don't protect against their arrows. At least not yet. The level 4 walls start to reduce their damage by 1. Okay, so if I want to kill these 2 guys in the south, I would say let's just choose that corner, right? And use both of them to kill these 2. So that's what I'll do. Then I want to kill these 2 guys from the east. So I'm going to use the corner up there and kill these 2. Now that corner up there has 3 archers. So one of those leftover archers will kill 1, and then one of these archers will kill the other. So now I have 2 archers and 3. So I have 5 archers. 2 of them are crossbow. And then I still have these 3 here to take on all this. So looking at the corners, I have 1, 2, 3 archers that are not crossbow. And they only do 1 damage each, so we'll kill their javelin guys with those. I need to kill 2 more javelin guys, no matter what. So I'm going to just use up my 2 crossbow. So that's 5 kills there. Now, that would have been everybody, right? Because one of those guys was used up to go north. So I had 2 up there, and then I had 3 here. So that's 5. We killed 5 guys. However, I still have 3 in the keep. And this is where it's starting to pay off, right? So those 3 in the keep are going to do 2 damage each. So I can gang up on this one and do 3 damage to him, and then 1 damage to him, and kill 2 guys. Not with 1 stone, though. All right, so then everybody moves forward because they don't have any archers left. That's our goal. Let's neutralize their archers. And then once we neutralize their archers, they can't do anything to us. Now, you might be wondering, Jeff, what do I do if they actually had an archer left? Because maybe I'm not playing it as wonderfully as you are. Then what happens is they select a target. A 1, 2, 3, or 4 gets them a wall. A 5 will give them the left side tower. A 6 will give them the right side tower. And that's who they shoot at. And like I said, the towers don't offer any defenses yet. At level 4 they do. Like once, RFS of aggressor is -1, at a level 4 tower. And then on the walls, same thing at level 4. So right now, they would just be able to hit whatever. So if they are shooting at the left side tower, they would kill one of the archers 1 hit point, because they only do 1 hit point of damage. Each one would do 1 point of damage to an archer in that tower. Our crossbowman has 2 hit points, so there would need to be 2 javelin throwers alive to kill a crossbowman. And yes, if the crossbowman has 2 hit points and they only have 1 point of damage, you cannot say, hey, they hit the crossbowman and then nobody died. You have to kill somebody if it's possible to kill somebody. It's only if they were all crossbowmen, then you could say, okay, nobody dies. But you can't, play any shenanigans there. You've got to kill off your yellow archers if there's 1 there and the 1 damage makes it through. Now, this also comes into play when if they have enemy siege equipment. Now, instead of what they're doing is they're actually going to damage the wall or damage the tower. They're not necessarily going to kill somebody on the wall or on the tower. The siege equipment's trying to damage the health number. So it all depends on what siege equipment they're using, the enemy, and what their goals are. Okay. So that's just a portion of the rules you don't really experience because, we're making sure we take them out. Okay, so with this being done again, I want to do like I did before. I know that 3 are going to die from my cauldron and these guys could kill even more than 3. We know that, right? But I know for a fact they're going to kill a minimum of 3, and that's how my logic's working. So I only need to kill 2. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill 2 from that corner. Well, that corner has 3 archers. So we're going to kill 1 more, and then we're going to kill another one from that corner. So now that corner has 2 archers left, and those 2 archers will kill these 2. And now you can see with the cauldron, 3. Like, we don't even have to do the other math. And I know that might frustrate some of you, but I mean, it's not that much fun to sit down and calculate it all. We just know it's a win. So now we have all of our archers focused on this side, and the keep gets to attack as well. So let me get this put down in a way that's not going to damage the board. This is 3 hit points. So we have 2, 4. Let's do 2, 3 hit points. Kills him. And then it's just 1 for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 archers in the keep. 5, 6, 7. We kill 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we annihilated them. I know I'm making this look easy, folks, but it's not easy. And this is the part where maybe it's formulaic, because the way I'm playing is a bit of a formula for me. Like, I have experience with the game. I know it's important to get archers on the corners. And I'm using those archers to take out their archers, because we always get to attack first. And then I make sure I have cardinals and stones, so that way I can ignore a certain hit point range of guys, because I know my cauldron and stones are going to finish them off for me, and I don't have to worry about them climbing the walls. So all of the above is true. I think, in my earlier games, I was building moats right away. And you'll notice that I've been completely ignoring them right now. I would love to build moats. It's just that I don't have any extra actions to build a moat. And I'm using my extra actions to constantly buy archers or whatever. So anyways, we win. And the pickpocket gets to go first. Pickpocket will grab a brick. The counterfeiter is going to grab a wood. The smuggler, that's an interesting one. I'm going to grab a wood, and the deserter will grab a wood, and then the pickpocket's going to grab another brick, and then wood. So, yep, that's how we're going to roll that. And then we move to round 6, and this moves to 6. How am I doing on time? I'm getting tired, but I'm having a blast. I really love this game. I can't say enough, and I know other people don't, and maybe I'm just weird. But this is as fun as anything I own from my perspective, to play solitaire. I really enjoy this. Okay, the counterfeiter would be first. We're on round 6. Yes, 6. What's our goal? We built the keep. I think we want to finish building. We want to build some more archers. I know it sounds crazy, but we want all blue archers. But we do need to get that workshop going so we can get some catapults. We got to get our walls up. I mean, it's not as straightforward as let's just build archers, but the 2 damage archers are way better than a 1 damage archer, because we're going to get more and more of those brown guys coming, and you're going to need damage to be able to take them down. Also, they're going to start bringing cover. And cover is these little wooden things that they hold over their head that basically absorb our archer damage. And so the cover will reduce the amount of archer damage we do, and you need the blue crossbowman to puncture it and destroy the cover. Because you have to basically spend archers to kill the cover before you can even, do anything about killing them. Okay, so back to the counterfeiter. Counterfeiter can convert 3 of these into iron, and they will. And I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta always get, iron and gold there's never too much. And then he's gonna give, now this is an interesting question. Who does he give this to? He's gonna give all of it to the deserter again. And that's a good use of his action. All right, so he hasn't spent any actions yet. So now he's going to go and let's see, the counterfeiter needs to upgrade walls. He needs to do everything. So we're going to go ahead and grab some bricks. And then we're going to why did I need bricks? I might have brain farted there. I did not need bricks. I need wood. So I can grab 3 wood. So for the second action, I'm going to spend 2 wood. We're going to upgrade his wall. So this west wall here, I'm going to go to level 2. And then he's going to spend 2 more wood. We're going to upgrade one of the towers. His tower. So we get that to level 2 as well. And you'll see here that that tower can now accommodate a siege engine. So that's the key, is we needed to have our towers upgraded in order for our workshop to be meaningful, because we can build a workshop, and then if you have no place to put your catapults, what's the point? Now, a workshop level 3, the pickpocket needs 2 wood, 2 brick, and 2 iron, and then of course they can skimp on one of them. The pickpocket doesn't, all they have is 2 brick. So there's a bit of an issue there. Counterfeiter already gave away his stuff, and he upgraded the wall and the tower, so he's done. Now we get to the Smuggler. The Smuggler was all set up to start actually hiring troops. But what he's going to do is obviously gather resources. Always, always, always gather resources. And he's going to gather, he gets to gather double of something. So I can get 4 iron, for example, which is really good. But I'm going to get 6 wood. Yeah, I'm going to get 6 wood. And then if I do upgrade, which would be 2 and 2, I'm going to give all the rest of the wood to the pickpocket. So the pickpocket still needs iron. That is true. And I can't give her both sets of resources, but I'm going to at least give her a whole bunch of wood, because that should buy her some time. And by doing upgrade with the Smuggler, that means now that we get to grab a wall. Not just any wall, this wall. Upgrade it to 2. So the level 2 wall, other than the fact that it's adding 2 strength to our melee units, doesn't really do much. It is allowing us to put 6 guys on the wall. So it gives us a place to put our archers as we start upgrading everything. And remember, I can make swordsmen too. Those are those little phallic looking dudes. I haven't even done that yet, because my strategy is I want to kill them with the archers. So that's why I'm, buying archers first. I'm also, let's see, his tower is this one. As you can see, I'm trying to get these towers up, and that's making room for catapults. And before I build those swordsmen, guess what's going to take priority over the swordsmen? I'm going to want catapults up too. And the catapults are something that sneak up on you. And what I mean by that is if you aren't ready with your own set of catapults, the enemy comes with their set of catapults, and your archers aren't able to hurt catapults. You can't destroy catapults. They're going to sit there the whole battle beating the snot out of you. And the only way they stop is you kill all the other troops and then they run away from morale failure. That's it. So you need your own catapults up and in place in time to take them down. So it is a little helter-skelter, but one thing at a time. We have to get our towers up, and that's what we're doing. So now we go to the deserter. So I'm going to spend one action to get crossbow, and as you know, I always going to get 2. Now I have 2 actions left, and I have no wood, no nothing, and he also needs to upgrade stuff because we've been neglecting that. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to get 3 wood, and then the last one, I'm going to upgrade the tower first instead of the wall because I want the capability for, the tower holds 4 when you upgrade. 4 archers, whereas the old one only holds 3. So that's part of it. And then I'm going to give 1 iron to the pickpocket. And then I have these 2. So yeah, I'm going to put a 4th one here. And a 4th one. Oh, he didn't upgrade his. So that tower hasn't been upgraded yet, but all the other ones have. So we're going to help out somebody. Who are we going to help out? Counterfeiter or Smuggler? We're going to help out the Counterfeiter and give him 1. Okay. So then we got the pickpocket last. I want to get that workshop built. The workshop, level 3, costs 2 wood, 2 brick, and 2 iron. And of course, we're going to spend 1. So hold on. We're building a workshop level 2, not a level 3. Let me make sure I didn't screw this up. Yeah, look. Construction of the 2nd level of the workshop, not the 3rd level. So I spent 3rd level resources. The 2nd level is just 2 wood and 2 brick. So I'm just going to take 1 brick back. And it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. So the 2nd level workshop is all we're doing here. The only thing that's level 3 was the barracks. So yeah, 2nd level workshop is fantastic, a lot cheaper. And then I could upgrade the walls and stuff, which I should do. But let's look at how much a catapult costs. It costs 1 wood and 2 brick. That's where the brick comes in. I need brick for catapults. I don't have enough brick. It would be nice to get those catapults up though. But instead, I'm going to spend my last 2 actions upgrading my 2 walls. You know what I mean. I'm going to do the wall and the tower. Oh, this one's already upgraded. I did that last time, didn't I? I did. I got another action left. But I will do the tower. Okay, so what am I going to do with my last action? I can't afford much. That's the problem. The catapult costs 2 brick, and I only have 1. I would love to buy a catapult. So absent of that, can I build another building? like the chapel, level 2. 1 wood, 2 brick, 1 iron. Oh, I have that iron still. Yeah, I will do that. 1 wood and 1 brick. The iron that I didn't actually spend is going to be used to upgrade the chapel. Yeah, things get a little bumpy with your fat fingers, but it's still a pretty cool game with how it all comes together. And so yeah, level 2 chapel. We'll get that in place. So the spell that we get with the level 2 chapel is the barrier spell. And what that is I can take any section and it basically gets a +1. So this wall has a 2 written on it. This could become a 3 with the barrier. So it's a situational spell. It's not always going to be used every time, but it might help. Like, for example, if they start sending catapults after us and we don't have any built yet. So to help you out with your strategy, I'm scaring everybody, like saying their catapults are coming. The catapults are coming. Well, we can look it up. So the first thing they get is a ballista. And you can see here, it starts on round 6. And what round are we? Oh yeah, we're on round 6 right now. So if we end up getting a Wolfman, we're going to be attacked with a ballista right from round 6, and we're screwed because we don't have our catapults in place. The Forestmen get a ballista on round 6. They also get a cover and a bridge. Bridges let them go over moats. The cover prevents them from taking damage. The Barbarians in round 6, well, in round 5 they get a cover. Round 6 they get a ballista. So no matter what, we're getting siege equipment right now, and we're not ready. We needed to have catapults built. So somehow or another, we didn't, we spent too many actions upgrading our walls. We probably should have only upgraded the towers and left the walls be, and then put catapults in those towers. I just, you need bricks for that. I mean, you got to gather resources. I don't have a good solution. Our best hope is that we roll 1 for the beasts. And that's a 1 in 4 chance. I mean, it's doable because the beasts don't have any siege equipment. And I rolled a 3. That's not going to happen today. So the 3, yeah, we're hurt. 3 is the Wolfman again. So, yeah, we're going to take some damage, and I don't know how to. We're going to start sweating now. So the Wolfman on round 6 are 5, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and 1. Okay. They're going to attack the weakest, which is south, because I have a level 1 wall, and that's the weakest. All right. Wolfman, 5 javelin throwers. Eight spearmen. 1 werewolf. One warrior veteran. And 1 ballista. Which I believe are those. That's a catapult, actually. That looks like a ballista. Okay. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, now we got to do the other ones. So the other ones are 3, 6, and 1. So 3, 6, and 1. Yeah, it's a little exhausting doing this. All right, so 3, 6, and 1 all across the board. The only place we have to worry about is this, and it's been a long time, so let me look this up. Okay, so I'm glad I looked it up. First of all, you may have noticed this changed. That's a ballista. Doesn't look like one, but that's what it is. So here's the thing. The type of siege unit dictates whether they're going to attack the wall or attack your units. Ballistas can only attack units, so we don't have to worry about our walls being damaged, but they're going to try to kill units, and they attack twice. They're going to attack the wall because the wall is strength 1 and the others are strength 2. So even though you usually roll a die to determine where they're attacking, they are going to attack the wall. And that's specific to the race. So the forestmen have that rule. The other thing about this is that the ballista attack twice, so they can kill 2 units, basically. It's 2 separate rolls. The value of the wall does protect the unit, so that 1 does actually add like a hit point barrier. So in order to kill my spearmen, the ballista has to do 2 points of damage. If I roll a 1 with the ballista, the wall strength of 1 will absorb it, and so therefore the unit will stay alive. Okay, does that make sense? All right, very good. So let's fight. Again, range units first, and we have to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 3 in the keep, right, and then 2 more. So I have 4 of them on this corner. So I'm going to choose this corner to do the 2 more. All right. So now I have, well, let's go to this corner over here. Let's say I have 3 up there. Those 3 can take out these 3. So that's good, because I want to use these 3 to attack the south. So done. And then I have 3 up here to take those 3. 1 left over from up here to take that. So that means the remaining 2 have to be used to take those. So I have 3 here. And the for the Wolfman, the Spearman Veteran has 2 hit points. So the crossbow will kill this one, and then we'll just kill one more regular. And I hope I didn't go too fast for you there, but basically we're just trying to kill all the archers, which is what we did. All right, so then their archers go. There's none left. So then this guy attacks. And he attacks, same as us. He's going to do a D3 times 2. So we need to hope he rolls 1s. Because if he rolls 1s, our wall will protect us. Otherwise, he's going to be killing these spearmen. And let's go. And I rolled a 2 and a 3. So he's going to kill 2 of them. However, we got some good things. Number 1, we bought that building upgrade that lets us upgrade this by 1. So this now counts as a 2 wall. So we canceled that completely. The wall absorbed the 2, correct? And then this one prevents a death, because that 3 would have killed one of our guys. And it's only going to kill 1. So it doesn't kill 3 hit points worth of stuff. It's going to kill 1 unit that has up to 3 hit points on it. So nobody dies because we used our cleric spells. So the cleric upgrades and the mage upgrades have paid off for us so far. This, like I said, normally we needed a catapult built, and then our catapult would have killed their ballista, because we can use our siege equipment to take out their siege equipment. And then after their siege equipment's all dead, then we can use our siege equipment to take out troops. But anyways, our spells worked. I'm going to go ahead because we use this, so that's going to go away. The +1 stays for the effect of the battle. So this counts as a level 2 wall, which was very, very helpful. So everybody moves in. So now the trick is, if we can kill everybody in this first round, there will not be another, even though this is still alive, if all the troops are dead, it doesn't stay. It's running away, whatever. And there is no morale check for it. Thematically, you can say there's nobody there to man the ballista anymore. All right, so this is where it does get tricky. So I am still going to use, let's go around the edges, I guess. Not counting this corner here. Let's start up here in this corner. We got 2, 2, and 1, right? So the 2 and the 1 kills this. That's for 3. And then I got another 2 to take out 1 more. Right? So I took out 3. And then the cauldron would take out 3, and I got 2 left. So we're going to have a potential battle there, right? Because I did that with just those 3 units. Over here I have 4 units. So I'm going to use 2 and a 1 to take out him, and then 1 more unit. And then we know we have 3 because of the cauldron, so I'll set those aside. Now I have 1 unit left over, and I'll use the 2 and then this 1 to kill him. And then we have the 3 for the cauldron. All right, so I didn't kill as many because I'm trying to keep as many as I can for the south. So I have all 3 of these left, I have all 3 of those left, and I have 3 of those left. So let's start with the guys in the keep. The 2 for this, and then 1 of these for 3. Whoops, 3. And then the 2 in the keep for 2 more. The boulders would kill 3. So now I just need to kill basically 2 more in each direction, and then 3 on the left side. So let's say I split them. So on this side, I kill 1 and 1. Then up north, I got these 3 guys left. So if I just, you know, consume this one to leave one of these open. So we kill that. And then we still have 2 guys open here, so we kill these 2. So now we got basically even distribution all around. And I think we're great, because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to roll for this and not get ones. I got 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to go on the left side. That's a 1, 2, 3. And then the boulder is another 1. And then on the right side, that's a 3, 4. And then on the north, that's a 2 and a 1. That's 3. And then the boulder is another 3. So you see the boulders and the cauldrons are really, really good in this early game. And then I didn't even use my spell, which could have blinded somebody. And also we could have used, it's basically another boulder roll. So very, very powerful. We annihilated everybody. I didn't even have to get as cute as I did with my archers. And so, yeah, this guy only had 1 crack at us, and we survived it by the, you know, skin of our chinny chin chin, but we still did it. That was a stressful round. Okay, so now we start with the Counterfeiter. He will take a brick. And the Smuggler will also take a brick. The Deserter will take a wood. Pickpocket will take an iron. And then wood, 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 and wood. And that moves us to round 7. And we for sure need to get some catapults going. Because we don't want that. We're not going to get that lucky again. So, and they're going to be bringing more and more and more and more as it keeps going. So anyways, I think that's enough to, yep, we're at an hour and 47, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I know like I said, I covered this game before, and maybe some of you are bored that you're seeing the same game twice. But anyways, thanks for joining me at the table. And as always, stay awesome.